Hello everyone, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. In the last episode, we set up our electric blast furnace. Uh, Between episodes, I set up our steam stuff upstairs. This episode, we're going to be working on a quest book here, all this good circuit stuff, hopefully finishing out the LV tier, opening up the MV tier. I think we also need to get 8 aluminum ingots. Should be pretty easy, we have the raw aluminum for sure, and it just takes... where is it? This one. This craft, so it's going to take some time, but should be easy enough. But yeah, let's go start working on these good circuits. So start with that glue. Okay, so to get glue, we can centrifuge either congealed green slime or the sticky resin. I already did that. So we have our 3 refined glue cells. Then this quest, let's see. We're going to make these... I guess I have a crafting recipe set up for it in here. So let's see. 8 wood pulp on circuit 1 in the assembler. So circuit 1. And then we want 8 wood pulp and these. That's going to take 2 minutes per craft. So we'll be back when that is done. Okay, so we got these. We'll take our gold wires here. And we'll go ahead and craft up the good circuit boards. The quest needs 2. So, we're making 2. I believe we have to go down this line here. This line here and this line here. So let's start with the electrolytic separator, or electrolyzer. Electrolytic separator, what's that from? That's from mechanism. That's not in this mod pack as far as I know. Okay, so we have that to craft. Right there. And then we're going to need to make some stuff for this quest here. Once it unlocks. We need to make some gallium dust and some arsenic dust. Gallium dust can be made in the electrolyzer with sphalerite dust, and arsenic can be made in the electrolyzer with cobaltite dust. So, let's go set that up. Actually, this is an MV crafting recipe, so I don't think we can do that. So I need to find another way to make arsenic. Okay, I think I figured it out. So, to make arsenic, we can do it in our macerator. To get the arsenic ingot, we do that in the blast furnace with this roasted arsenic dust and carbon dust. We have carbon dust already. Roasted arsenic dust comes from blast furnacing cobalt with oxygen. To get oxygen, we centrifuge these compressed air cells to get 1 for 5. To get these air cells, we compressor empty cells. Now I have to make sure all those were none of those were higher level things. Blast furnace MV, that's fine, because we're making 4 amps of LV. Cupertino cables, that's what we need. Okay, I'm gonna go work on that now. Let's see if this works. So I think per arsenic dust, it's gonna be 30 empty cells, which don't get used up. And they get thrown in the compressor. Is this the compressor? Extractor. Compressor. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is, obviously this compressed air goes to oxygen and a lot of nitrogen. And this nitrogen is used to make this aluminum. Actually, this is aluminium. Crafting recipe basically cheaper and faster, maybe? 60 seconds versus 65 seconds. So yeah. A little bit cheaper. So I might as well use that for that. So I'll go ahead and use however much nitrogen it takes to make... Do I only need 4 ingots for this quest? Yeah. Anyway, I'll be using this to make a bunch of aluminium. Technically there is an aluminum as well, but I don't think it's used in this. Yeah. Can't even get it. So I'll make this aluminium. Wait, why is this raw aluminum? But then it becomes aluminium. British people spell things weird. Alright, anyway. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go ahead and make some aluminum. Alright, so we have our 6 oxygen cells and 2 cobaltite. Am I right with cobaltite? Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that, because we don't need it for this recipe, I think. This idles for a while. Not enough fluid output space. Oh, I need a fluid output for this thing. Hmm. There we go. Void excess fluids. We should be getting sulfur dioxide, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll worry about it when I need to worry about it, you know? That couldn't possibly be a mistake, you know? Plus, it's sulfur and oxygen, so it's... feels like it's pretty easy to do. Anyway. They're already done. Okay, we also got a lot of aluminum, so I think that's a quest done. Yep. Alright. So we have our roasted arsenic, which then we turn into a carbon to turn into arsenic. We go grab our carbon. Okay, so this doesn't need any fluid, and it doesn't need a program circuit. So we should just be able to... Nope, that's the wrong spot. Oh. It's like, where'd it go? Drop that in there, drop that in there. Hopefully it runs. It would have run if I had gotten carbon dust instead of the coal dust I got. So, carbon dust. 12 seconds. Sweet. And then we have our arsenic ingots, which we then turn into arsenic dust in the macerator. I'm only going to make one right now because that's all I need for this recipe. I'll grab our gallium, which we got from electrolyzing sphalerite. We just a stack of sphalerite and we got 6 gallium, so I think that's pretty... Actually, that might be double drop rate. I don't know. Anyway, then we go ahead and combine these, I think? No. What do we do with these? Oh, combine them in the blast furnace with no fluid. Okay. Let's put arsenic and gallium in here. There we go. It's going to take 60 seconds, and then we'll have our gallium arsenide, or arsenide. Then we're going to need to macerate it. I think. Yeah. Macerate, is it this one? Yeah. This into 2 gallium arsenide dust, which we then turn into small piles of gallium arsenide, which we can then use to put our diodes. Let's make sure the quest chapter's up to date with us. Yes. So, 30 more seconds and I'll be back. Okay, for some reason that avoided things. Doesn't have a problem, so it must be power. Oh, these are all out of power. Okay, let's take these out. Let's take 3 of these. Put them in here. Because this is getting less steam, huh? Oh, we're out of steam. Okay, I'll go make some more steam real quick. Okay, fortunately that was a cheap craft to have be voided. We're gonna go ahead and craft it again. We should have enough stored in these batteries to keep going. We're making more steam, so we shouldn't... Hopefully we should be making enough steam that we can keep these things running. There are a lot of batteries in here, so this one's gonna be pumping taking most of the steam for a long time. But that's fine for now. Okay, the craft went through. Let me make sure the next quest is what I think it is. Yeah, diodes. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and macerate this. Go ahead and grab our fine copper wire. Gonna go ahead and make this into small piles. We're gonna make 8 diodes. Molten glass. Okay. That's not difficult to get because we can get it from... Oh, that's not what I want to click. We can get it from 1 glass equals 1,000 millibuckets. I want 4 crafts of this, so I want 4,000 millibuckets, so I want 4 glass in the smeltery, and then we'll be back. Alright, so we have 4,000 millibuckets of glass. Let's go ahead and pour that straight into the tank. And then we'll go ahead and transfer it with the tank. Oh, that dumps pretty slowly, huh? That's okay. Let's go get our assembler set up. So I believe it was assembler. Don't need that. Okay. Program circuit 4, small pile in the fine dust. Oh, we have this still in here. I was gonna use that same tank to get that out. What's in here? Seed oil. Give me a second to get this fluid out of here. All right, we're gonna do some fluid shuffling here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. We're gonna go ahead and push it out. And then we're gonna go ahead and use the tank to get it out of here. I think that's how it works. I think you can get it out with this tank. I hope you can. Okay, so we've got that done. Then we go ahead and click here, yes. And then we'll go ahead and dump that in here. And then we can use the dolly to, well, that's not gonna end up in there. Use the dolly to move this up here, so we have some refined glue. We also have our nitrogen gas over here that we can use for more aluminum. Okay. And then we want to take this, switch you to pull from below, because we can't use these tanks to put into here because you can't pick them up wouldn't keep their fluid. I think I got these from exploring or a quest reward or something. It's pretty nice to have. Anyway, now we go here. We're on 4, those, and that. Yes. All right, cool. 30 seconds, 4 times, 2 minutes. We'll have our 8 diodes. All right, we have our 8 diodes. Quest complete. Yes. Next quest is to craft 2 good electric circuits. Oh, look at that. We have everything else for it already set up in here. There we go. MV tier. Okay, so I think we just unlocked MV tier. However, first I want to make this circuit assembler because it's going to make circuits way cheaper. So we need to make this emitter first. Brass. That looks doable. Okay. These have to be, okay, MV circuits. So, for the LV machine, interesting. Anyway, yeah, so we'll go ahead and make that with our 2 good circuits we just made. And then from there, I guess we'll have MV next episode. So let's go ahead and get this going. Actually, real quick, we have like 7 LV loot bags open, so might as well. 4 aluminum, desolation. Is this the same thing? Yeah, I already got that as a quest reward. Pretty sure I got that as a quest reward. Nothing too fantastic. These resistors are, they're actually pretty easy to craft. Battery hole, screwdriver. Okay. It's a bunch of nothing. Might use this as my weapon. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll go ahead and dump all that in here. And then, yeah. Anyway, continue on making our circuit assembler. Okay. We have the emitter here. I think that's quest done, yeah? Yes. I was looking at this. I don't need that. Yeah. Don't need that. But then we can go ahead and drop this in here. Get our circuit assembler. And getting the MV circuits in the circuit assembler kind of looked complicated with all these things I haven't even looked at. So we're just going to go ahead and make some LV. Oh, you know what? I need my cutters. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to make some LV circuits. Hopefully that'll work. Also, I found out these large steel fluid cells are able to hold less than their max capacity. So that works well for this kind of stuff. And now in 10 seconds, we'll have some electronic circuit, or an electronic circuit. And this is a slightly cheaper recipe than using, like, manually crafting them, right? Because it takes 2 of these, 1 of these. It doesn't take the steel, and it doesn't take the covering for the cables. So, and it's a little cheaper on the red alloy wire as well. But, yeah. So now, I think that means we are ready to, I don't think how do you craft this? You know, I'll just get the loot bag. I like opening the loot bags. Hello? There you go. So we got some saplings and some bread. Not great. Oh, and some empty cells. That's not bad. Anyway, next episode, I think we can get into the MV tier. So, yeah, so we'll probably make a lot of the machines we have on the Steam level at MV, as well as if we need to upgrade any, or if we have any machines we don't have in LV, we'll probably upgrade them to MV as well. Okay, so with us unlocking the MV tier, we're actually not going to rush straight into it, if I'm honest, because I don't really like this base setup right here. So there's some things I want to do between this episode and whenever we actually start working on MV, which hopefully is soon still. Firstly, I was looking at lubricant, and for some reason, I thought that in the cutting machine, this was like a bucket's worth instead of a millibucket's worth. I think it's a millibucket's worth. So I'm going to be switching my cutting machine to be using lubricant because I'm making, with whatever extra steam I have, I'm making that. So got lots of lubricant. It's a lot less expensive than I thought it was. Anyway, so we're going to go build an MV base. So I'm going to go show you the kind of area I'm thinking of building it. Okay, so over here across the river, kind of behind where we have our bee set up right now, I'm thinking of building like a pretty big factory. Like with pollution on, I kind of want to spread it out amongst a bunch of chunks so I can spread the pollution out. That being said, I guess there are pollution scrubbers and stuff like that I could build. Is it in here? Maybe in here. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. So we could just scrub the pollution, or we could make a big base, and I think that'd be fun. So I think this whole section, I'm gonna be looking for some inspiration pictures and stuff. Kind of want like a post-apocalyptic sci-fi laboratory kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, yeah. And then like my block palette's kind of gonna be these things. Carpenter's blocks to get shapes and stuff. I think we're gonna use this recipe because wood is free basically. I know it doesn't give as much, but steel's kind of expensive. Iron, I'd rather use on better things. Aluminum, definitely not gonna use that. It's not worth it. So we're gonna use this recipe to make a bunch of carpenter's blocks. Anti-blocks, we're going to use them for some like color, I guess. So you can get all the colors this way. And I can get glowstone from extracting a plant I can plant. I actually have a plot of that I'll show you. This one. So I've got a glowflower farm that is giving it glowstone. So we got that for that, and then stone's easy to come by. Factory blocks, which one? These are the kind of the factory blocks I'm looking at, the style of. Although that is kind of expensive. And that's less expensive. Might minimize the amount of factory blocks we get for a minute until I get my bees up to making iron, because I'm pretty sure they can do that. Yeah, it's actually not that far off, because I've got some imperial bees and some industrial bees, because I know they're going to be needed for when I get to the MV and can make alvearies and stuff. Although I'm not sure. I think I might be able to make them now. Anyway, so we're working on clay bees now, and then we're like 2 steps away from iron. And they produce iron combs. And then we can centrifuge that to get iron dust, which we can then smelt. Yeah. So not too far off making a bunch of iron and tin and copper and nickel and zinc and aluminum and coal. So bees, I'm having fun with the bees right now, so we're going to keep working on them. And then I'll just kind of give you a progress update when I get to the MV point at which I can get a Beealyzer, which I believe required polyethylene somewhere here. Polyethylene, yeah. So once I get polyethylene set up, we can go back to the bees and I'll show you what I've been working on. Anyway, other blocks I've been thinking about is the cubits from Chisel, which is black wool and stone, easy enough to get, and they have a whole grayscale color, so that's nice. For some pops of color, some maybe stained clay, I don't know. Hempcrete, I think is expensive a little bit. I don't know. Hempcrete maybe. This light concrete stuff for the paths to keep us running fast, I think. That'd be nice. And if let's see, where is it? One of these has oh yeah, this recipe. White concrete, I don't know how easy this is to make. So maybe not on that one. So yeah, hopefully next episode we'll get to kind of planning out some building. I'll try to show you what inspiration I found for the buildings and stuff. That way, from here on out, we can actually have a base and not just a hole in the wall. I'll also probably do a miscellaneous episode between sometime next week, because there's some items I want, like a sleeping bag would be nice. I mean, that's just crafting, but then like these backpacks, which are going to require me to tan leather and all that stuff, those seem like they'll be nice. As well as in one of these quest lines here. Let's go ahead and hide the one so I can, this one? Yes, I want the healing axe. So I think I have all the gardens already. So yeah, we can focus on getting all the stuff growing to get our foods here to get our healing axe, because that's gonna be nice to have. So that, and then whatever miscellaneous things I think of between then and now, or now and then, whatever. So anyway, yeah, MV probably in 2 weeks, maybe 3, depends on how many sidetracks I take, but hopefully 2 weeks. Next week, miscellaneous stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. It really supports the channel. If you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. I also do mod spotlights that are all over the channel, so go ahead and check those out. And anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.